Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for April 1st to the 12th. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right into it. And I'm including the 12th because I really want to loop in this full moon because you are definitely going to start feeling it sooner than later. That's happening on the 12th. But welcome to your new era, right? We're here. The Great Reset, the Great Awakening, the Age of Wisdom. Big shift. You are seeing it happening in your life. You're seeing it happen all around you, okay? The sun is in Aries where it does its best. It's exalted here. You got a lot of sunlight in that area of your chart. I mean, this is really great energy that you're going to feel. And everything that happened at the end of March, I would even say like the last half, even like all of March. Remember, the once in a lifetime planetary alignment, the 6th planet conjunction over that 0 degree point. That's never happened in our lifetime. No, because we've never had Neptune at 29 degrees. Never. Or like we've never felt that. Anyway, and all happening with the new moon, solar eclipse in Aries, right? So that's your feeling for these 2 weeks, all right? And remember, it's a 6-month cycle. And of course, Neptune moving into Aries for the first time in 164 years. So you're feeling that. You're going to start feeling that now. Okay. So what this is you're going to feel all of that spilling over. Think of it as this big crescendo, this wave pushing you in this new direction. All right. So if you didn't see it, I'll leave the, video in the description box to go back to it because it's major. It's like it hasn't happened in thousands. Like it's major. Okay. So now, I also posted your, April monthly forecast last week. Okay. So many things here. I'm going to briefly, right? Well, a little bit more for you because some of it bears repeating because it affects you enormously. So anyway, I'll leave that in the description box and in the video too, because a lot of the major aspects that I talked about, again, it's just a little bit of a kiss we'll do here. We'll talk about, all right. And the blue asterisk, the best aspects, right? There's no squares. There's no squares. This is all breezy opportunity. There's 2 oppositions we'll talk about. Okay. But I want you to know the planets have come out hard to play. They're here to play now, okay? And Mars is, under a big spell. You know that. It's since September, but now he's gaining speed. He's waking up. He said, "Who put that Ambien in my coffee for 6 months?" Since September, you've had Mars and Cancer in your 2nd house. What is that? Money, finances, income, salary. Just, you're like, what? Things have been slow, okay? 2nd house is also material possessions. It's also self-worth. It's self-value. Things were slow. You were feeling sensitive, especially things with like home as well. Like that's just, but anyway, he's going to be really active. And the only reason I'm harping on him is because he will be very active and he is Aries ruler. Remember, we're under all this Aries energy. That's all your 11th house. Remember, out of all the signs, Aries rules your 11th house. 11th house is all about your future hopes and wishes and dreams. And then you've got all this Pisces energy with a North Node in Pisces in your 10th house of fame. What? All right. So this is going to be an enormously big 2 weeks. Okay. All this stuff happening in Aries. We'll touch upon it. Okay. Just remember, it is the first sign. Remember everything I said in your monthly forecast. All right. We would not have astrology without Aries. It is all about the self. It's consciousness. It's action. Okay. So take that action. All right. Because it is just right now with the sun exalted in Aries, you get the most energy from this. It is the best time to put wheels in motion, to launch something, to put energy toward projects, whatever you want, because that energy is going to build, especially with Mars going a lot more faster now. Okay. So please use it, because if that energy builds inside you and you don't release it toward anything that you want, it's just going to build. And then you get those lower expressions where it's just combative and competitive and ego. So you want to release all this energy into the things that you care about, the things that you want for your future hopes and wishes and dreams. So definitely just start getting things off the ground. Okay. Because things can still be a little bit confusing. Mercury is retrograde. So is Venus, right? We have that double retrograde too. too for months that just made everything like, what is going on? Mercury being your ruling planet. So obviously when Mercury retrogrades, you and Virgo feel it the most, okay? Because, you know, it rules Virgo as well. But both planets are going direct, all right? So we'll talk about that. I want to just point one thing out for you that you have no idea is going to be mind-blowing is Saturn sextile Uranus. Again, big because we have not seen that in 30 years. Some of y'all have never experienced this, okay? Neptune, I didn't talk about this in your monthly forecast, but I'm going to give you a little preview now because you're amazing. So Neptune, freshly new in Aries as of, you know, just a few days ago, literally. Pluto, freshly new in Aquarius. The first time in 250 years, nobody's felt that. And that does so much better for you, Gemini. Okay, because when Neptune was in Pisces, that was for 14 years. You had Pluto in Capricorn. That was earth and, you know, water. Now you got fire and air. What blends? That's you. That's your air. So you're going to see things take off. And we'll talk about that next week. Okay, but too much to cover here. Too much to cover, okay? Or in 2 weeks because you're going to feel it more in your birthday season. Like, when I say your life is changing, Gemini's, like, and I also want to remind you, sextiles are enormously harmonious. Their potentials, they're positive. They're windows of opportunity for what you put effort in, what you take action for. All right. So please use this. All right. And this is going to be a time for a lot of decisions, a lot of commitment or non-commitment or brand new beginnings, brand new beginnings, life changes, because your destiny, your purpose, you see the North Node, Rahu, is going to be incredibly activated. Remember, the North Node is in Pisces, conjuncting a couple planets, right? In your 10th house of career, fame, public recognition, your reputation. So even if you're not here for career, whatever you're exerting, your energy that you want to be known for, if you want to be known as the, you know, best person in your, gated community that makes broccoli, there you go. Put your energy. You're going to see things take off. You're going to get recognized for that. All right. So please, I'm here for you. This is why please take advantage. Now, we kick it off April 1st with Venus conjuncting the North Node. What? Right? So you're going to feel this up until the 7th. Venus, by the way, I want you to think about Venus and the North Node. They had a brief kiss. They did. Yeah. Back on February 1st. Okay. So literally 2 months later. Literally two months later, they now reunite. Okay. Very poetic because Venus is retrograde. Remember, things coming back from the past, things on your mind, nostalgic energy, things that you've been thinking about, things that you've been desiring. Okay. And so now, because Venus is exalted in Pisces where she does her best, so we have 2 exaltations with the sun there as well. But Venus with the North Node, your mission statement, your purpose, your destiny, and everything that I mentioned, 10th house is also like achievements. It's, you know, honors. Okay. It's, it's my phone's, speaking of Mercury retrograde, I'm filming this while Mercury is retrograde. So there's something coming back around. Okay. Things, love, money. Think about what Venus represents. Love, money is a big thing here because it's in your 10th house of career, right? We have careers to make money. A female figure. Again, this is going to be big. There's something here where you may have a little bit of clarity, just like a little bit. Okay. Because we're going to have this again later this month. So you're feeling it the entire month. All right. Conjunctions are powerful. And when we have it later, and that's when we're going to talk more about it, because that's when Venus is direct. That's when you're like, okay, now I know what what my heart desires, and all the other things are building up to you actually Venus giving you everything you want. All right. So just keep that in mind. Venus is very social. You got it. And Mercury and Saturn, remember, they're tight here. All right. So it's a group hug with the North Node. So the fact that Mercury is retrograde, you're reassessing, reevaluating. Things are coming back from the past. Venus, everything's come back from the past. People like bosses, colleagues, maybe come back from the past. An idea that you had for your business, maybe coming back from the past. It doesn't matter. There's something here. Remember, Saturn also bringing those reality checks. That's what he does. All right. And so he's asking you, are you sure you want this? Are you sure you want this? You don't have to know until they, Venus and Saturn conjunct again, but at least have an idea. Yeah. Venus is heart, Mercury's mind. Let's make that connection right now. All right. But take your time. Okay. Again, they're gonna meet again. All right. Now, it's just gonna be big. All right. Now, April 3rd, by the way, FYI, this is when Mercury will conjunct the North Node. So this is a little bit stronger for you. Mercury's your ruling planet. And so again, just consider this a package deal. Venus and Mercury with your destiny here. All right. So if you you're Goldie Hawn, okay, are you gonna marry Kurt Russell? You gonna now that you know that he lied to you on Overboard, you saw that movie. This is it. That's what I'm saying. It's like you have to reassess things. Like, what does my heart desire? And she did. Okay. So anyway, if you're a cross watcher, by the way, if you watch for your rising, your moon, your husband, your boss, your sister, whoever it is, mutable signs, yeah. Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, and you are going to feel this the most, okay? As well as Taurus and Libra. And if you have any planets between 25 to 29 degrees in mutable signs, and if it doesn't matter which one, okay? You look at the angular aspects. If you're a Gemini rising, a lot of y'all will. About 90% of y'all will. You are going to feel this the most, okay? Now, welcome to the most insane weekend of the year of 2025, even the decade. I mean, the magnitude of what's happening this weekend, we have not seen. I just told you we have not seen Saturn sextile Uranus since 1997, okay? So this is going to be enormously special. It's big, all right? Now, again, I talk about this in length in your April forecast. Just refer back to that, okay? Because I'm just going to do a little touch up here. Friday, April 4th, this is when it begins. Saturn sextile Uranus. This is big. Uranus is blowing you kisses, okay? The planet of change, revolution, evolution, progress, innovation, freedom, surprises, breakthroughs, big wake-up call. Yeah, with Saturn here, long-term goals, right? Stability, commitment, authority. You see Mars sextile Uranus at the same time. The actions that you take. So remember, just keep in mind, you're going to feel it as soon as we hit April. You're going to feel it up until about the 10th, but it's Saturn sextile Uranus, okay? And so what I didn't say in last week is that, yeah, this is the hot spot. This is when things start whoosh. But these are slow, outer moving planets. You're going to feel it up until August, okay? This Saturn and Uranus, this is father and son. And Saturn isn't the cool dad, but now it's a sextile. All right. So now he's taking his kid fishing. They're laughing. They're drinking Zima, whatever it is. Please use this. Uranus is revolutionizing and moving along any limitations here. This is great change. You've got to use these aspects. Okay. Now, Uranus, by the way, okay, I'm going to tell you something that's going to blow your mind. Uranus right now is in Taurus in your 12th house. Yeah, that is very like things in the subconscious. You've been in your head about career. You've been in your head about being recognized. You've been in your head about like a lot of that stuff. Okay, but now it's like whoosh, psychic level clarity. This is like, okay, I know. And it's like it's removing anything that's been holding you back, because the 12th house is also self-sabotage. All right. So if you've been telling yourself like, oh, I can't do this, or things like that, or this is not going to likely not gonna, no, this is when you remove that, because you're going to see things change really fast. Because Gemini, I cannot even begin to tell you what's going to happen. May, Saturn moves into Aries. So now you get this vibe shift that's happening in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams, where Saturn's brings stability, also friendships, groups, your community, things like that, benefactors, allies, all of that. All right. So you see what's happening as we progress through the year. Now, remember what I said, you're going to feel Saturn sextile Uranus until August. Guess what happens in July? Uranus moves in your sign. So just like I said, buckle up. This is going to be in August. By the way, again, just a little tiny preview. One of the best months of 2025. We have an aspect there that we haven't seen since 1965. And that is enormously special because Uranus is going to be in your sign. Okay, this is big. You're gonna love. Okay, so anyway, Mars sextile Uranus. You know I love y'all. This is. I want you to think about January 20th. Okay, what happened around that time? All right, what happened around that time? Again, it may just be something here with money. Maybe something with you. Again, like up here, right? Because it's Uranus is in your subconscious area, or 12th house is also like things happening behind the scenes for you, or happening just. Keep that in mind, all right? And Mars was really retrograde then. So that could have been like a big, but that was when we had the Sun conjunct Pluto, setting up this brand new cycle for you for the year, okay? That was big. That's huge for you, putting you on this bigger platform. So you watch that play out for the year. But again, this is very exciting. And my phone keeps going off. I have no idea why, and I just don't want to. Okay, so Okay, so Gemini, and this is what Mercury retrograde is like. All right, now just know that with Mars sextile Uranus, it's just stimulating. That's all it is. Breaking free from what you need to. All right, there's going to be some emphasis here for you on home and finances. Okay, Mars sextile Uranus, however, is one of the best aspects in astrology. Out of the hundreds of, it's like top 10, 12. Okay. Now you got Mars trine Saturn. We talked about this. You know what that's all about. And that's major. Look at your April forecast. All three of these aspects at 25 degrees. Remember that, like, what are the chances? Okay. Remember that is the Aries degree point. It's leadership. It's like, just go get it. Go get the things that you need. You're going to feel this tremendously. Every sign is going to feel that day tremendously. And remember, you're going to feel it for first 2 weeks. Okay. Now, April 5th, I did not tell you this in your monthly forecast. Mars will trine Mercury. Now, Mars is not only sextile Uranus, but Mars is now trining Mercury. What? Because Mars is trining Mercury and Venus and Saturn and the North Node, all in your 10th house of career. Mars in your second house of income and salary. What is going on here? And remember, if you're not for career, just whatever you want to be known for. All right. And second house is also self-worth and self-value and like material possession. So if you're manifesting like, a golf cart, you're going to get one. I mean, you got to put your energy out there. All right. So anyway, and Mars is going to be conjuncting the moon. Well, it's big. It's just a big time because there's a grand trine and I can't even, and please pay attention to what I am about to say, Gemini, because you are going to be really affected by this. There is this mini grand trine happening. I just told you Mars and the moon, both, in Cancer, right? You got Mercury and Venus, right? Retrograde. But still in Venus, like in Pisces, yeah? And now you've got Juno in Sagittarius. What? Okay, so Juno, and we'll obviously talk about it more in the second spread where we talk about asteroids and goddesses and lunations and do more clarifying. And here's the thing. Juno, I have told you in the past, this is big. She is linked to Libra. She is linked to the 7th house. You see that we have a full moon in Libra, okay? So like I said, you're going to start feeling it at this point because Juno is all about contracts, all about relationships, marriage, partnerships, legal matters, agreements, things like that, the balance of power in relationships, yeah? So this is big because Juno in Sagittarius rules your 7th house of partnerships and relationships and legal matters. What is going on? What's going on? Hitting your second house of money and finances and your 10th house of career. What? Yes. Pay attention. Please pay attention to this. This is enormous. Okay. 7th house is also one-on-one connection. So this can be love, it can be career, yeah, but it can also be an agent, your lawyer, your dentist, whoever, publicist. It doesn't matter, whatever is coming up for you, but this is big, okay? And Mercury trine Mars is a big deal. You can only have it when Mars, goes retrograde, right? So we just had that. It's come out. So anyway, Mercury's our ruling planet. That's why I really want you to know this is really big for you. This is being very assertive. You're gonna have big mental energy, ninja mind, that kind of energy. Take that extra, ginkgo biloba, whatever you need to do. Okay, just make some sharp decisions because Juno is going to come out to play. All right. Now, I told you to be social. Mercury is a planet of communication. You know that. Venus is social. Juno's very social, but in like, so be proactive. Yeah. Network, all of that. Mercury and Mars, they're both in their fault or detriment. They're not in great places right now. So you just got to put a little bit more effort in there. Yeah. But that Juno energy is strong. Now, who's going to feel this the most? Mutable signs. Cardinal signs. All right. That would be Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. If you're, watching for your husband, whoever is Cancer and Pisces. Yes. But everyone is going to feel it. They're just going to, y'all going to feel the most. All right. So Sunday, here we are. Okay. April 6th. Now, welcome to the luckiest day of April, the luckiest weekend of April, the luckiest weekend of 2025, the entire year, especially for you because you've got Jupiter in your sign. What? All right. So this is gangbusters. This is amazing. You've got and yeah, here's the thing. The Sun sextile Jupiter in your sign. This is going to be happening really, really late at night, basically between the 5th and the 6th. So again, it's actually for the 5th and the 6th. Okay. So, and a lot of y'all live in different places in the world, but just think Saturday and Sunday, you're luckiest. It's the luckiest weekend. All right. And this is amazing. This is amazing because once again, Jupiter is in your sign and Jupiter's in your sign for April, May, June, 2 more months. Okay. Use this. All right. Sun sextile Jupiter. That is one of the best it's the top two, 3 luckiest aspects and all of, again, out of hundreds of aspects. Yeah. Please. Okay. Now, why is this such a big deal? Because you're not going to get any other Jupiter aspects this month. Take advantage. Okay. Outside of the luminations, remember that we talk about that, like where there's got to be some there's going to be some other lucky days for y'all. But anyway, this is really big because Jupiter is a planet of luck, good fortune, profit, wisdom, abundance, expansion, sextiling the sun that is in the strongest position out of the entire year right now, shining light in your 11th house of your future hopes and wishes and dreams, of your social, your networking, allies, benefit, everything I just said earlier. Okay. Your friends, your squad, all of that. This is big. Okay. You're going to feel this big window of opportunity. This is happening. You're going to feel this for days before, days after. Okay. Just please use this. Okay. If you saw your April forecast, again, just look at it because you know what's happening at the end of April. So you've got to use this now. All right. It's like Survivor. You saw I'm a super fan. Okay. It's like, you're the one that is going to be blindsided at tribal council. So you take action. You go out there, you find that hidden immunity idol. You're good. You flip the script. Listen, I told you Jupiter, the king of the gods, is bringing you blessings and has been. But blessings depend on the actions you take. Yeah, that's what karma is, okay? You're on a karmic journey. You're highly activated with the North Node in Pisces that affects immutable signs like you, okay? So please use this. Put wheels in motion. And a lot of you are just going to feel it, but just use it, all right? You only live once. Come on, let's do this, all right? And again, we'll have this once again, but it's going to be in August. Remember, it's just like August is insane. Now, if this is the luckiest weekend, Gemini, what is the luckiest month? Well, it just happens to be June. June 2025. So you got a lot to look forward to there. All right. So anyway, So, okay. And that was your birthday season. Anyway, Venus trine Mars. We talked about that. That's big. That's big. That's happening at 25 degrees. Again, you're just going to feel that. Just look at your last reading, but there's definitely your monthly forecast. Just again, there's money stuff here in a really big way, and then there's also like career stuff or things that you want to be known for, whatever it is. The fact that like you've got the 2 benefic planets, Venus and Jupiter, activated over this weekend, while we have 2 exaltations. Be social. Jupiter and Gemini is social. You are social. You're the social butterflies. Okay. I got Jupiter and Gemini in my chart. Look at me. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to a camera. Anyway, plant some seeds. Now, just the sun is going to be really strong, giving you energy. Okay. So again, most powerful spot of the year. Use this right now, please. Be social, network, do it. You just never know what doors can open up for you. All right. Now, one other thing. Well, yeah, that doesn't really impact you. Well, are y'all, some of y'all, yeah, some of y'all may have, yeah, some of y'all are going to have babies. Okay. So congratulations. Now, amazing signs who are going to feel all of this the most. Obviously you, Libra, Aquarius, all the air signs, fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. And then Venus trine Mars, the water signs are going to feel that the most. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But again, everyone is going to feel this. Now, Monday, the 7th, Venus conjuncting Saturn, 25 degrees in Pisces. Big deal. I told you this is incredibly potent. Okay. This is not normal too. This is not normal because what did I say last month? Like we only get this once a year on average. Venus conjunct Saturn. We get it twice this month. So once again, you're going to feel Venus conjunct Saturn strongly the entire month. The entire month. And remember, it's not just that. You got Venus, the Saturn, the North Node, Mercury, all conjuncting in your 10th house of career and fame and your reputation. So remember, everything from the end of March is spilling over. Now you're getting these access points and with the North Node. And this is Venus conjunct Saturn. So again, there's just something here with, relationships, with commitments, with long-term goals, especially with, relationships, finances, money. There's a big thing, and especially for you. Okay, it's again, we'll talk about more. I just look at your last week's reading. Right, just remember to take action because Saturn can come in hard and give you those reality checks. Right, he's testing you. You have to work with him. Right, so take action. Okay, action. Remember, that's your karmic journey. Everything, there's butterfly effects or everything. Move in the direction that's your path to enlightenment. Okay, mutable signs. That's you, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. Yeah, you're up at bat. You're okay. Taurus, Libra, Capricorn. You're next in line. All right. So those are gonna be the ones that feel it the most. But everyone is going to feel this in a strong way. It's a North Node. Now, and coming after what happened in March, yeah, everyone's going to feel it. Everyone's going to feel everything. So one thing I did not tell you last week is that this day, Venus will sextile Uranus. So wonderful, beautiful. This is just asking you to break from routine. And also for you, a lot of y'all, stop being hard on yourself. It's Uranus in your 12th house, okay? This is a window of opportunity. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's amazing, all right? Be curious, do new things. That's what Uranus is, okay? So this is a day where you are likely going to have a moment where you say, I wonder what would happen if I did ... okay? Do something different, please, all right? Now, it's also for you, particularly seeing things in a new way. All right. Again, you're going to get some clarity here. All right. You're definitely going to feel this, but it's all in the name. It's Venus, all in the name of pleasure, creativity, love, money, creative breakthroughs, very nostalgic energy. I wonder what happened with, my ex from, Tufts University, whatever. Things are going to come up. You just want, it's Venus is retrograde. Things are going to be coming up, and that's going to, just have those nostalgic moments. I told you, nostalgia is scientifically proven to improve mental health, well-being, have those moments, okay? You can still get surprised with money stuff here too. Anyway, sun is at its exalted degree. What I really love about this is the moon is going to be in Leo. You're going to be very chatty anyway, super chatty, having communications. There's likely some conversation you're going to have, but a lot. Remember, Mercury's all up here too. Processing ideas, thoughts. Beautiful travel. I would be surprised a lot of you are planning trips. Also, with what's happening here, sexual energy is going to be off the charts. Whether you're single, in a relationship, it doesn't matter. Okay, if you're here for that. Okay, if not, shopping is great. All right. Now, we will have it again later. Now, Mercury goes direct. Big, boom. There you go. Here's your cowbell. Bong, bong, bong. Okay, so look, I barely could squeeze that in here because so much is happening. Okay. Now you've got Mercury going direct. Finally, Mercury, your ruling planet. Now you can now sign things. You can now buy things like electronics and Yeah, you're just new perspective, forward momentum with your long-term dreams and purpose. Remember, Mercury's here with your North Node. Okay, so this is when things just start happening for you anyway. Mercury, I love that. Okay, Hermes, right? You know that. Speed, yeah, he's happy. All right, so again, I told you again, some things are bear repeating. I told you last week what happened for you the last 2 weeks of September 2024. There's something that is definitely going to be coming up. All right, from that eclipse that we had in Pisces, I was at the same degree. So whether it was you thinking about something or conversation that is something building from that point, just keep it in mind. All right, now here's the thing: you've got Mercury, your ruling planet, also conjuncting Saturn at this point. Okay, that's a hard. All right, so you've got to be, what this means is you've got to be willing to commit to something like a long-term plan, or at least have an idea. And a lot of y'all will already have that with everything that's been happening. And with now Mercury going direct, where you've got that like light bulb. Okay, so, or committing to not commit to something like this when you realize, okay, this isn't my path. So, have the you're the captain of your ship. All right, you make those you're C-suite. You're Geminis. All right, so just steer your destiny. Speaking of which, there you go. All right, speaking of destiny, April 10th, Thursday, Mars and the nodes of fate and destiny. All right, so this is going to be very interesting for you. I've been looking at this. I'm just like, okay, what's going to happen here? Mars. Okay, so here's the thing. Before I look at every charts, obviously I do, and then I'm just like, okay, this. So let me just tell you something here. Mars is going to trine the North Node in Pisces. Remember, Mercury and Saturn are there too, and Mars is also going to sextile the South Node that, as we know, is in Virgo. Right, the nodes of fate. They move to Pisces, Virgo. Pisces, Virgo. You are having career, home stuff all year long. Yeah, this is your destiny. Okay, now here's the thing. Mars trining the North Node. I love that. That's great. That's like, boom, that's giving you energy. That's like, it's great. It can bring in like fated relationships. It is your North Node. It's a lot of passion here. This is your destiny. There can be something here with self-worth, self-value. There can be also something here with money, something connected to finances, money. There may be something here. Yeah. Now, Mars sextiling the South Node, that's fine. Sure. Great. Wonderful. Okay. South Node is in Virgo, as we know. That's your fourth house. So that has to do with home. You've had home stuff happening. Yeah. Parents, children, a significant other, or maybe even real estate matters. Maybe even your home. Maybe you want to move. Maybe there's something here where it's like, okay, something's happening where I realize I actually want to live in Idaho. Whatever it is. This is going to be emotional because you've got Mars sextiling the South Node of the moon in Virgo, right? The South Node, the day that the moon just happens to be in Virgo at that 27 degree point, opposite Saturn. So here's the thing, okay? This is just a time where you may have to recalibrate. There's going to be something here where you've got Mars and Saturn, the two malefic planets. Mars, like I told you, he's woken up. He's woken up, and you got Saturn over here too, right? So you got the two malefic planets, right? Okay, you got, Pam and Eric from True Blood. They're like, okay, so there's something here where I just want you to know that there may be something there. Remember, I said planets that come out hard to play. All right, so there's just something here in that home sector of yours. There just may be a shift, all right? Remember, it's a South Node where you have to let things go anyway, all right? You're changing. There's something you're adjusting to. Virgo energy is, I told you this, okay? Last month when we had the lunar eclipse in Virgo, I said you're going to feel that for a month. And this is kind of like I said, Mars is like a spear. He can be like a laser. He's like, oh, this, like, I see your South. Oh, okay. You didn't let that go? Psh, all right. So there's perfectionist energy, okay? Self-critical energy. Are you being hard on yourself? This is a time to really, really let that energy go. All right. This is that time. Remember, Virgo also rules health. Remember how everybody was getting sick over that lunar, like the past month with that lunar eclipse in Virgo. All right. So remember, I was really sick too. So Anyway, I'm just saying it's got to be a time where there's something here. Just make sure that you're emptying that part out so you can make room for new things, okay? In the home sector. All right, just keep that in mind. All right, now here's the other thing. On the flip side, Uranus, has come in as the hero, right? The Anna Paquin, whoever was a hero in True Blood, I don't remember, but Uranus is just so harmonious with the nodes, okay, with the Virgo moon as well. All right, that's really great. That's really great. Uranus is going up to the node, saying, don't listen to these. Don't listen to these. What do you need from me? What do you need from me? Okay, so this is great. Uranus is, it's all about your true purpose here. You know that. So Uranus is asking you. This is what Uranus has, negotiated with. He's saying, hey, Gemini, shake things up. Shake things up. Have an emotional breakthrough. It's a moon. It's a south node on the moon. Have that emotional breakthrough, okay? And do not overanalyze things. Moon in Virgo is very analytical, and you're a Gemini, all right? Trust your intuition. What is your gut saying, okay? Virgo rules the digestive system, the gut. What is your gut saying? This is the moon, intuition. What do you have to let go, all right? There's something here that just has to. And when you do that, new opportunities come through. You make more room for opportunities for your North Node, all right? So please keep that in mind, yeah? So everyone's going to feel this, but again, mutable signs, that would be Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Mars is involved here, Cancer, Aries, Libra, Capricorn. Yeah, they're going to feel the most. Okay. So just keep that in mind. And if you have any planets in your chart, 24 to 29 degrees in any of the mutable signs I just mentioned, it does not matter which one, because we're looking at the angular aspects here. You will feel it. Okay. So just know that, if you're new to my channel, I'm a Gemini rising. So I'm here with you, okay? I have Mars in Cancer. If you're a subscriber, you know that I've had Mars in Cancer. That's why things have been since last September. For me, so I'm going through that Mars, return part, and Mars in Cancer at 28 degrees. Yeah, that's between that 24 to 29 degree window. I have Mars in Cancer at 28 degrees. I have a Virgo moon at 28 degrees. That's within the window. I'm going to feel this. So again, if you know your birth chart, just take a look, okay? Just take a look, all right? So you want to let things go. You want to learn. This is the nodes of fate. So for instance, remember when I got really sick because of that eclipse in Virgo, right? Moon on my moon in Virgo. What did I do after? I started doing Pilates, yoga, every morning, not a couple times a week. So that was my adjustment. I feel so good. Do you know what I mean? So that's just please no. All right. Now, Saturday, April 12th. Here we are at the full moon in Libra. Oh my diddly days. It's at 23 degrees. We're going to talk about this, but know that it's happening around 8:30 p.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time, New York City time. Convert that to wherever you are in the world. But this is one of the strongest, most powerful, most potent full moons of the year. All right. Because it is happening at 20 degrees and it is a full moon in Libra. So many things here that I didn't talk about last week that I'll just bring up. Okay. But look at last week's reading where I talked in detail. So I told you it was happening at 23 degrees. I did not tell you what that means. That is an Aquarius degree. You are a fellow air sign. Aquarius is your BFF. What does that mean? This full moon is all about freedom. This full moon is all about revolution, personal evolution, self-expression. It's linked to Uranus as well. So a full moon in Libra is all about endings, okay? It's all about turning points, culmination, intuition, all of that in partnerships and relationships and commitments and legal matters, as I had mentioned, because that is Libra's domain. Yeah. So 23 degrees is linked to, divorce. It's associated with a divorce. All right. And you're having that year with a full moon in Libra, right? And it doesn't have to be marriage, all right? And I'm not saying everyone's going to do it. It can be, divorce from your company, yeah, divorce from your agent or whoever it is, whatever you want to put that energy toward. Yeah. But Libra rules your fifth house. Okay. So fifth house is pleasure. It's joy. It's, things are going to be illuminated here, but it's also like true love and romance and like family, children. So you see how all this family stuff is activated for you. Fifth house is also creativity. There could be something here where you have just major insight if you're working on a creative project or want to launch something, right? Where it's the end of one way of thinking, okay? Or even like your views on a relationship in a new one. So every Gemini is different. You know that. But Libra is all about justice. Yeah? And again, this is going to be a thing because I literally just told you, guess who's active on this full moon? Juno, who's linked to Libra, who's linked to justice, the, balance of power relationships. Juno, who represents marriage and relationships and contracts. Juno, that is in your seventh house of partnerships and relationships and legal matters and marriage and contracts and one-on-one commitments, like lawyers and things like that, publicists, whoever it is, wedding planner, doesn't matter. Anyway, so you see how this full moon is going to be really strong for you. Okay, this is going to be really big. So the great thing is, though, remember I said it's all about your freedom. Yeah. Juno is also going to be trining, and this is enormous, and trines are harmonious, effortless, beautiful flow. Mercury, Juno's going to be trining Mercury, Venus, Mars, Saturn, the North Node, and Neptune in Aries. Yes, that is the very first Neptune in Aries aspect, just days after, and it's not the first planetary aspect, because Juno is an asteroid, right? But it is the strongest one. And so there is something here about your future, your long-term goals, and so Juno's really strong here. They're both at 0 degrees. That's the critical degree. That's a degree of fresh new beginnings. You got a big, big beginning here because I told you this. Actually, I don't think I told you this. This full moon corresponds to the new moon solar eclipse, ring of fire eclipse in Libra that we had October 2nd. All right. I hope you didn't forget that one. Like, that was big. All right. So there's a cycle being completed here. All right. Not only that, there's something here. Again, Libra rules your fifth house. So something with like, just things that bring you joy, pleasure. And, fifth house also like intimacy and sex, and it's procreation. It's all of that. Right. So there's something here also. This is ending the Libra Aries axis that we've been on since July 2023. All right. So big full moon. There are turning points, endings, culminations, release, reflection, reflect. Full moons are emotional. All right. They're, it's part of your journey. And remember what I said, this is a month of decisions and commitments and non-commitments and new beginnings for you. Whatever you want, you got to trust your intuition, your sixth sense. Okay. Mars is going to be hitting hard on this full moon. But again, just very briefly, I told you the sun's going to conjunct Chiron. All right. That's okay. And when was the last time you saw Chiron Kazemi? When was the last time? So beautiful. Jupiter in your sign will be trining the moon. That's very auspicious. That's enormously auspicious. Some of y'all will be traveling, by the way. And some of y'all are going to have this like spiritual. There's a lot here. You got the North Node, Uranus, Venus, Mercury, all harmonious. You got opportunities, okay? With Uranus active here, there's also a female figure involved. Again, I talk a lot more about this full moon now, all right? And your monthly, all right? Things, but just know that this is very liberating, all right? Sun in Aries is very independent energy, all right? Go-getter energy, all right? So again, that is your 11th house. So there's also maybe something here linked with a friendship or a group you belong to, community, all of that, all right? Now, last thing is that you see Venus going direct. Venus officially goes direct, yeah? Actually, within the hour of the full moon, 2 hours, within 2 hours, I gotta look at it again. Big. Venus has been retrograde since March 1st. All right. So Venus, the fact that Venus is going direct in exalted in Pisces at 25 degrees, I told you that, right? Big. So you're just, the fact that Venus and Mercury are both direct now, you got a lot of clarity. You know what you want. You know what, your heart desires. And as I said, Venus, when she was retrograde on vacation, she's come back and she's bearing gifts. Now she's bringing you everything that you want when it comes to career, when it comes to fame, when it comes to achievements in any area of your life like that you want to be known for. All right. You got to give her time. She needs she just came back. She just got off the plane. You got to give her time, but you'll see things pan out. All right. So everyone is going to feel this full moon. Everyone is going to feel it. But again, if you have any planets in any cardinal signs, 26 degrees, yeah, you're going to feel it. Okay, so let's get started. Oh, my diddly days. Let's do it. Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. Y'all are amazing. Gemini, I do a traditional call to cross spread. How are y'all doing? I hope y'all listen, Gemini, it's your time. You got Jupiter in your sign. Again, you've got the most luck out of all the signs until June. Okay? So really, really wonderful. And by the way, again, that does not mean you don't wait until until July 2026. Whoa, that's even. Well, we'll talk about that. So your things are good for you. And I love y'all. Let's get started. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is you're gonna be in your head. You got decisions to make. There's gonna be a lot of overthinking. Let's not do that, Gemini. You gotta make some decisions here. Like I said, you gotta make some big decisions. Yeah. Okay. Can I just show you something? You take that Queen of Cups away. Look at all those swords. I told you, do not overanalyze things. We're going to have to pull some clarifiers here. Queen of Cups. Yeah, Queen of Cups. Amazing. Love it. I'm happy. This is, self-love. This is the strongest thing coming up for me. All right. So I like that. Okay. But I did tell you, mind, heart. Please merge the two. All of it. Mind, body, spirit. Bring it all in. Okay, you got cups, heart, you got all these swords, mind. Let's do it. Okay, but I like the Queen of Cups. You moving into this, the first 2 weeks. Feel this is all that intuitive energy, a lot of heart to give, but that self love again is coming through the emotional intelligence that all of that. All right, a lot of divine energy is coming through. Beautiful. Okay, now you have the Nine of Swords and the heart of your spread. What are you overthinking? What are you overanalyzing? What's keeping you up at night where you're just okay, right? This is your card, by the way. This is a Gemini card, all right? The Nine of Swords, the last decade of... Anyway, here's the thing. You've got to let things go. Go. Things are building up here, and I get it. I'm a Gemini rising. I got Jupiter and Gemini. I'm more Gemini than you. I'm a 0 degree Gemini rising. I'm joking, by the way. I made that joke once before, but anyway, April Fools, whatever. Listen, and so FYI, that means this reading is for me too. Okay, so what's going on up here? What is going on? What is a decision that you have to make that you're stuck on? What is a thing that you need to tell someone that you're stuck on, that you're holding in? I told you, you've got to release this energy, okay? So this is all about, there's someone involved. Clearly someone involved here. Look, you got the Seven of Swords in your challenge area. There's someone involved here. Who's making you feel that way? Who is making you feel that way? You've got to remember, go deep. First of all, you got all this Uranus in your 12th house activity. All right. You're supposed to use that for intuition for this. That's that energy here, that Queen of Cups, the most intuitive, the most psychic queen. All right. But also just big heart energy, emotions, feelings, love, self-love. But again, there's someone here. You got that Seven of Swords in your challenge area. Who's doing that to you? You've got to use these aspects. I told you. Okay. So this is a lot. This is a card of... It's, lying, cheating, stealing, deception, dishonesty, disloyalty. All right. It works both ways. Okay. Someone having a big impact on you, but you're not facing your truth. Or you're holding things in. You're doing things where you're trying to skirt this and not. So now it's just build. You see the sword stacked over this person's head, stacked. So let's release. It's what you want. Okay? You got the Four of Swords. This is stillness of mind. This is beautiful. This is like, okay, look at the knight here. He's saying, he was in a big game of dodgeball. It got intense. He's like, okay, I need to take a little break. Okay. And so take that break. Take that break. Still the mind. Look what I told you, mind, but I told you everything. Look at where the swords are pointing. Okay. Heart chakra, throat chakra, crown chakra. Let's have, okay. Let's go within. Let's go within. You got a lot of support around you. Here's the thing. This is a Libra card. Okay. Yeah, you got another one too. So I'm going to talk about that, but you got the King of Swords and the root of your spread. Who is it? Who is it? And is it you? Is it you? Because the King of Swords is great. And I want you to apply this energy as in like being like very, very, present and having that presence about you where it's like, talk about executive decisions. That's a King of Swords. Talk about major clarity. That's a King of Swords. This is someone who's so intimidating, by the way, that if you were summoned by this king in the medieval times, he's the one that makes you shake at the knees. He looks directly at you. He does not, come on, that's a long stare, okay? The only king that does that. So what does that mean? He's got nothing to hide. He's faced his truth. No one can hide anything from him. So you see what's happening here, and then you see what's happening here. So when you have that just stillness of mind, it clears the decks. It clears the decks. It lets your intuition come in. It lets everything come in. Okay. You got that King of Swords who's very authoritative, who's gonna say, nope, this is gonna be my way. Okay. You're gonna listen to me. That's what you got to do here. Not this. Okay. You got the Two of Swords and your future moon in Libra. So during the time that we have a full moon in Libra, that says one of the biggest in the world, in the year, you got a card that's attributed to moon in Libra. You see the moon here, and she's, there's something you got to really look at. Something you got to really look at. All right. Take that time. Don't resist things. Don't hold things in. She's holding things in. I told you not to hold things in. Okay. Look at what she's doing too. Her back, look at that. She's turned her back to the sea and the moon. Intuition and emotions. Are you connecting with your intuition and emotions? I hope so. Because that's what makes you take that blindfold off. You know what you want. You know what's got to happen. Okay? So again, there's likely something here with partnerships, relationships, legal matters, one-on-one commitments. And, you already have a lot of career stuff happening. You got a lot of family stuff happening. And then there's, Libra rules your fifth house, like I said. So it could even be a creative project. Okay? It could be something here with, there's even fifth house is just fun. It's just fun. So you see how, again, the next 2 weeks are going to impact you. But you need to use these energies that's in your crown and the root of your spread, okay? Because it's like that's inside you. You're like, that's what I want to do. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I want to do. But then you get to that point, you're like, okay, I'm just letting this person do this. You got two people here, by the way. He's got his hands on his face. She's got a blindfold on. So again, you've got to be able to see things. You can't just, Gemini, oh my gosh, how much time do we have? Do I want to? Okay, so let's. All right. Let me pull. I want to clarify. Nine of Swords. Yeah, you got the Nine of Wands. That's okay. Okay, let me just see. Three of Pentacles. That's funny. Okay, that's great. So yeah, it has to do with opening up to other people in a really big way here, because when you got that Nine of Swords and the Nine of Wands, that's a little bit of like, okay, that's good. I'm now standing up for myself. You get out of that. It's not easy. I'm weathering the storm, but yeah, no, I have woken up. I have made that decision, and I'm not going to let anyone push me over. Okay. This is, the card of like not giving up. All right. That happens. And you get that new beginning, that Three of Pentacles, money, wealth, but also like, this is more about like bonding with others. Okay. So gosh, look at this. I'm going to show you this. Look at all the cards here. By herself, by himself, by himself, by himself, by himself, by himself, by herself. let's Another thing, okay, the 12th house, because you've got all this Uranus activity in your 12th house. Remember, use that for spirituality, intuition, all of that, unrooting things from the subconscious. The 12th house, like I said, is self-sabotage energy. There is very likely that's happening here with the 7 of Swords, but also hidden enemies, okay? 7th house, remember, your 7th house is highly activated. That it's partnerships, relationships, but it can be like open enemies. Who's the enemy? Right? And so remember, stand up for yourself here. Yeah. Okay. In a big way, because now you got the 9 of Wands attributed to Moon in Sagittarius. So remember, Sagittarius rules your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. Okay. And so you got these 2 moon anyway. But you do that. Look what comes through. You got that 3 of Pentacles. That's what you want. This is the only card where you got other people. You're bonding. This is all about bonding. This is all about teamwork. Okay, you're the social butterflies. You're the marketers, the advertisers, the publicists, the communicators. Let's look at the 3 of Pentacles. This is the only card out of the Pentacles, one of like 2, where they're actually in the structure of the building. What did I say about that stability? Yeah, and then you got a 3, a vibration of the Empress. 1 + 2 = new reality. There's this creation, this birth of new things. Remember, I said your 5th house is so activated. What did I say that is? Creativity, procreation, recreation. What is the root of that? Create. Okay? You're going to be fine. You just got to, right? Have those conversations. Let's see that 2 of Swords. Oh, gosh. You trust your intuition. You connect with your emotions. You know what you want. You get that feel, that empowerment of that King of Swords, that clarity, right? Oh, my gosh. You get everything you want. You got that 9 of Cups, everything you want. This is the wish come true card. You know it, right? This is that. He's sitting there, like I say, it's a genie in a bottle energy. He's sitting there like a genie in a bottle. Look how happy he is. Look how proud of himself he is. This is achievements. Look at the cups over his head. That's a lot of enlightenment. This is a card of joy and satisfaction. He is very satisfied here with what he's got. What did I tell you? Venus is bearing gifts. What did I tell you? You got a lot of you got Jupiter in your sign. This is a card. Look at him as if he's like showing off his trophies. The cups like their trophy. Like he's proud. Look at what you're going to get as long as you face your truths and, just not overthink things. Now, let's get to your stuff. Oh my gosh, Gemini, this is going to, okay. Gemini, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. I really got to know. This is going to be a big time for you. Okay. But you see all this, and this is like new business, the 3 of Pentacles, new business. It's new things. And again, 9 of Cups, that is that wish come true card. And you've got all this energy in your 11th house, your hopes and wishes and dreams, like I said. I love y'all. Gemini. Oh, yeah. So you're good. You know what it is? Look what you got. You got that 5 of Pentacles. You are being hard on yourself. You're seeing this is like seeing the cup half, what is it? Empty or whatever. That's what this is. This is being like, these 2 people are focusing on their plight. They're doing spiritual bypassing. They're saying like, nothing happens for me. Nothing's good for me. They're literally outside of church where they have all this support. They've got that, look at the Pentacles. It's shaped as an anchor. That's an anchor of hope. All they got to do is look up. You got these 2 people that, and then all you got to do is look up, reach out to your support system, whoever you need to do, wherever you find that strength. That's all it is. That's what you got to do. That's all it is. Okay. There's definitely something maybe holding you back or someone. All right. But this is, so again, don't be hard on yourself. Don't overthink things. You got the Page of Swords. Yeah. Wonderful. Amazing. There you go. And your external factors area. This is fresh, new thinking, new way of thinking, new perspective. This is energetic. This is invigorating. This is enthusiasm. That Page of Swords, there's something coming through. This is a messenger. Pages are messengers. Swords are the mental suit, the communicate. You got something coming through with that 9 of Cups. Yes. It's also y'all. It's a new way of thinking. All right. As well for a lot of y'all, but for a lot of y'all, there's some new partnership forming here. Okay. Of course there is. You got the card of hopes and wishes and dreams. Stars aligning for you. That's all you want. Okay? Just take care of that. You're going to be fine. You're gonna be fine. This is healing. This is wisdom. This is great knowledge. This is enlightenment. You see the ibis right in the back, that little bird. This is great. This is great. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're gonna be fine. Freedom too. A lot of freedom. Feeling free. Feeling free. 3 of Wands. You're good. In your final outcome, the 3 of Wands. Why is this such a big deal? When you look at the card, you're just like, what? No. First, it's the 3 of Wands. What did I say? 3 is a vibration of the Empress. You already got a 3 here as a clarifier. You got another one here. Birth of new things, creation, something new happening. This is you. Look at that. It's all sky. What do we say? The sky's the limit. You can have anything you want. I told you that. You create your reality. You got to go forth. And he is. He's ready. He's ready. Coming after that 2 of Wands. And secondly, this card is attributed to Sun in Aries. What's happening right now? You got the Sun in Aries. Why was I harping on it? It's the strongest time of the year where you can launch new things, have new ventures. You got the strongest energy from the Sun right now with Jupiter activated in your sign. All this North Node activity. Go forth. This is saying, yeah, you got a lot to look forward to on the horizon. New beginnings. Okay? This is big. Really big. A lot that's meeting new people, starting new things. He's leaving his village. In the medieval times, they didn't have iPads, they didn't have, Netflix or, Taco Bell or I want to go see what's out there. I want to see what's out there. Okay. Because it's all about self-discovery. Okay. You growing and learn, it's all part of your destiny. All right. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Gemini. Yeah. So, we will. We're going to go deeper in the second spread. We're going to see, I'm going to tell you the second luckiest day for you too. I'm also going to tell you a day not to sign something, not to sign contracts or actually have important conversations. Anyway, there's a lot happening. Tier 3 members, you know where to find the link. And for the second spread, anyone can join. For members or become members. And Gemini, we're going to go deeper in the aspects. Next week, there's big things in April. Okay? There's big things in April. I told you April is game change. I told you. Okay? So let's not you're gonna get everything. It's just a matter of all right. You're amazing. If you like this reading, it would be great if you subscribe, leave comment. Gemini, oh my gosh. Okay. Y'all are amazing. Gemini, we're in this together. Y'all are amazing. I will see you. I'll see you next week. Thank you so much. All right. Bye. Leave comments. Tell me what's going on. Let's chat. I want to see what's going on. All right. Thanks so much, Gemini. Bye.